Hey there, I'm Kay Zangara and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to walk you through yoga for real people. Not yoga for dancers or gymnasts or people who have been doing yoga for 10 years, but yoga for people who want to get into it. You might not know what you're doing. You might have tools that you've gotten in a yoga beginner kit and you've never actually figured out how to use. It's not going to be complicated, I promise. I will be complete and thorough with my instruction, that way you don't feel lost. If at any point in yoga you feel like it's too much, I promise you can definitely do anything for 10 seconds. So you can choose to listen to your body. If your body's saying, no, I don't want to do this anymore, then obviously don't do it. But if it's just something that's new, if it feels like you haven't ever done it before, or if it feels uncomfortable, but not in a bad way, just in a way that you've never explored that type of movement before, I encourage you to stick with it. Use your breath to flow into it. And what I mean when I say use your breath is, a lot of studio yogis will say, use your breath and flow into it, ground in, root up, rise up, and it's confusing. So when I say I want you to breathe into it, I'd like to show you right now. Go ahead, sit comfortably. For me, I'm going to sit on my knees. If you have a yoga block, sometimes it's super comfortable to set that between your knees on any of the 3 levels. So I'm going to set it like this. That way there's room for my feet. I want you to take your hands, fingertips down on either side of your ribs. As you breathe, just first, normally, you'll notice that you feel your rib cage expand. Now I want you to elongate the breath. Try and expand your rib cage into your hands. On the next exhale, relax your shoulders. Relax your face. Relax your belly. You don't need to have abs. You're alone. Be comfortable. Maybe you're comfortable allowing your eyes to close. And if it's beginning to feel like too much in your wrist, stick with it, only a few more breaths. In your mind, as you inhale, tell yourself, I'm breathing in. And as you exhale, tell yourself, I'm breathing out. A gentle mantra to get you to focus on the breath. On your next exhale, relax your hands to your sides. Feel that tingling sensation beginning at your fingertips, moving up the wrists, up the arms. And as the tingling begins to dissipate, if opening your eyes feels good, open your eyes. Interlace your hands, palms facing away from you. Inhale, arms overhead, allowing your head to follow your hands. Let the back arch. And on the exhale, turn the palms in like you're pressing everything you need into your body, hollowing out the belly. Inhale, extending arms out, chest pulls forward, head follows the arms up. On the exhale, pressing down. As you press down, everything that no longer serves you is gone. Inhale, arms overhead, so you're doing a spinal wave. Exhale, continuing on with your breath. Inhaling through the mouth if that feels good for you. Exhaling through the mouth. Going to turn sideways so you can see what this may look like. Continuing on at your own pace. With that spinal roll, waking up the spine. Movement comes from the hips, the shoulders are waking up. Building heat in the core. If your eyes have closed, feel into the movement. Whether you're telling yourself that you're breathing in with the inhales and that you're breathing out with the exhales, or if you're inhaling everything that you need to take with you throughout your day, everything that you need to be your best you, and on the exhale, you're pressing out everything that isn't there for you, everything that anyone has ever told you that hurt your feelings, everything that didn't serve your highest power. On this final exhale, let your hands rest beside you. If you've been sitting Indian style, come to rest sit bones on heels. If this is comfortable for you, we'll take it a step further. If this is not comfortable for you, as we said before, you can put a block right here in any way. But also, if you have one of those blankets, the thick woolly ones, you can roll that up. And if you're one of those people who have really, really sensitive knees, you can roll up a blanket into a tube, put it right here behind your knees, and then when you sit back, it won't be that really uncomfortable crunching sensation in your knees. Just a tidbit. So, if sitting on your knees is comfortable for you, we're going to work on the feet. Walk the fingertips forward, curl the toes under so the mounds of the big toes are touching. Rest the weight back onto the heels. For some people, this isn't a problem. For a lot of people, this is really uncomfortable. So stay with this. Interlacing hands. Try and bring your forearms together in front of you and begin to make circles with the wrists. Make the circles slow, make them juicy. Like you're flexing your hands in every single direction, pulling on the fingers, pulling on the wrists, doing your best to keep the forearms together. If you can, still keeping that deep breathing into the side body, into the ribs, expanding. Speeding up the wrists. And now, going as fast as you can while keeping the forearms together. Now the focus is there. You can do this. It takes time. You can do this. Slowing it back down. Slowing it down to a halt. Reversing directions. Don't think about your feet. Don't think about them. They're not there. You're stretching them. Beginning to speed up the wrists. If you're in a place where you want to quit, where you want to uncurl your toes, I promise, stick with it. It's worth it. Make the noises that you need to make. It's uncomfortable. Do it. Go, wow. Whatever you need to let out. Speeding up the wrist as fast as you can in this direction. And then slowing it back down. All the way until you come to a stop. Hands come down on either side. Hands come underneath of the shoulders, uncurling the toes, tap out the tops of the toes. Right? That's a feeling. Shoulders directly on top of wrists, hips directly over knees. On the exhale, with the tops of your toes on the mat, press the sit bones toward the sky, like you're coming into a down dog. If you can do this, if you can get the legs straight, fantastic. If you can only come to right here, that's fine. You're working on ankle flexibility. If you can come all the way up onto the toes, I encourage you to do that. Maybe you can even walk the feet in a little bit. If you can walk the feet in, draw the belly button in and up towards the spine. And then you can play with wiggling around until the pinky toe side of the foot and the big toe side of the foot all feel a little bit of a stretch. But if this is not where you want to be right now, exhale, knees to the mat. Curling the toes under this time, pressing the sit bones towards the sky. Stepping the heels back until you're in a comfortable position, walking out your dog. So pedaling one foot and then the other. Pressing one heel closer to the mat. Coming to a stillness in this motion. You'll notice in down dog, whether this is horrible for you and you feel like your wrists are gonna die and your shoulders are just too overworked, no matter what you're feeling in your hands and lower legs, you'll notice that it feels like your organs are being drawn up into your rib cage, that hollowing of the lower belly. Allow that sensation to come. Inhaling into the ribs, and on the exhale, see if you can hide your ears with your upper arms, straightening out the spine. Next exhale, without moving your hands, you're going to make a micro movement just inside of your body, and you're going to try and squeeze your elbows towards each other. As you do that, you'll notice you're wrapping your shoulder blades around. Suddenly there's an engagement on your back. You're doing fantastic. Stepping the feet together. On the inhale, lifting the right foot, toes pointing down. Inhale, lifting it all the way around, completing the circle, stepping it 1 inch in front of the left foot. Inhale, left foot up, all the way around, stepping it just in front of the right foot. Continuing. Taking baby steps up to the top of the mat. And when you get to a point where your hammies won't let you anymore, come up onto the fingertips. You're not trying to rest weight on your fingertips. If your legs don't want to stay straight anymore, go ahead and put that bend in them. Now we're working on movement in the hip joint. When you get to the point where your hammies won't let you go anymore, walk your feet hips width apart, bend the legs deeply until your belly rests on your upper thighs, opposite pinky and opposite elbow. Let the head hang heavy. You can rock from side to side if that feels good. You can rock enough so that you feel a sensation in one hip and then the other. You may be surprised, but since you've released a little bit in the bottoms of the feet, now you're more aware of sensations further up the legs. You don't usually have tight hips, but as you rock, you feel a sensation that wasn't there previously. Coming to stillness. Shake the head no, nod the head yes. Really let the head hang heavy. On your next exhale, release your hands to the mat, palm up in front of you. Palm up, that way you're not inclined to put weight in the hands. One breath here. Next exhale, sinking the hip bones to the mat. This is Malasana, the little squat. So if your squat doesn't look like this, if your squat looks like this, if you're like, that's fine. That same blanket before that we had rolled up, you can even take another yoga mat and you can roll it up and place it right underneath your heels. Your feet don't have to be pointed forward, they can be pointed out, they can be super wide, they can be very narrow, whatever feels good for your body. So my Malasana looks like this. It did not always look like this. Everybody's Malasana is different. So be compassionate with your body. Wherever you are is okay. In this Malasana, first, rocking from side to side. I have my hands up. If hands up isn't going to work for you, fingertips on the mat. Just these tiny micro rocks to begin with. Rocking from side to side. If you want to challenge yourself, begin to lift your hands off the mat. As you lift your hands off the mat, notice your chest has to lift. Coming all the way up onto the right toes, let the right knee touch down on the mat. You can turn the left heel in and now press the left knee away from you. Inhale, bringing the chest forward. Exhale, pivoting, bringing the left knee down. Up on left toes, turning right toes out. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, pressing right knee open. exhale. This time, maybe you can do it without having your hands on the mat. Maybe you can keep your hands lifted. You can bring one knee down. Take just one breath. Shift the foot. Remember, we're working on movement. It's not just yoga. Be patient with yourself. If you lose your balance, if you slip up, if you fall, don't get frustrated. Do your very best to forgive yourself, chuckle. It's fine. Bringing yourself back into the middle. You may have to walk yourself back to where you're straight. Hands stay on the mat. On the inhale, pressing the hips toward the sky. Only until it feels comfortable. We're not working on getting crazy into the hamstrings right now. Relax the head again. Coming to tented fingertips, heel toe the legs out until you can straighten the legs. And if this is just not going to work for you, those blocks, right? So you can take those blocks on whatever level is good for you. Usually this is most ideal. Turning the toes in ever so slightly. On the inhale, pressing the chest forward so that the spine is straight. So instead of being crunched over like this, whatever your hamstrings allow. Keeping the legs strong, so you're bringing the kneecaps up by flexing the quadriceps, lifting the toes up towards your kneecaps, pressing the chest forward. And on the exhale, it might be a micro movement, and that's absolutely okay. You're going to allow yourself to sink, hinging at the hips. The movement comes from the hips. No need to allow the chest to just drop. You will sink. Stick with it. That rib cage expanding breathing from before. On the inhale, hands to hips, lift yourself. Beautiful. Turning the feet out. Walk yourself out a tiny bit more. Bending the right knee. When you bend this right knee, can you keep the pinky toe side of the left foot down? Hands on hips to begin with. Inhale up through center. Exhale, bending the left knee. No need to keep your toes pointed forward. Keep the toes pointed out at 45-degree angles in each corner of the mat, protecting the knees. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, over to the right. Can you sink a tiny bit lower? Inhale up through center. Exhale over to the left. Arms up, inhale, palms up. Exhale, sinking to the right. Can you sink even lower? Inhale. Exhale to the left. Inhale up. Turning the toes in. Walk yourself in just a tiny bit. Exhale to the right. Come all the way down up onto those toes. So you're up on the right toe, palms are still lifted. This is where you are right now. You're killing it. Exhale. Shift the chest forward, bring the right heel down. Fantastic. Turn the left toes up towards the ceiling. What? Sit the bum all the way down as gracefully as you can. Fantastic. Turning the bottom of the right foot up. You can scooch it in towards your groin. Walking the left arm down the leg. It can be on the thigh or the lower leg. Inhale, right arm up overhead. On the exhale, allowing the chest to open up towards the ceiling, bringing left shoulder closer to left knee. Gaze can be either up at right elbow all the way forward or down at your left elbow. Whatever feels good for your neck. On the next inhale, like you're shining a ray of light out of your right armpit, you're going to continue to open the chest up. Now you'll definitely feel a stretch through the right side of your body. Exhale. Relax the neck. You don't need to hold on to anything. Flexing the left toes up towards the ceiling. Inhale, rising up. Hands out, palm up, challenging your balance. Turning the right foot flat. We're gonna stay here for now. Bringing one hand behind you, one hand in front of you. Bring yourself forward. Fantastic, right? Didn't know you could do that. Turn the left foot forward. Palms up. With all the power in you, you are strong, you are capable, you can do this. On the exhale, you are going to drive the right foot down, lifting yourself up. Great job, great job. Turning left foot out. Exhale, sinking all the way down, coming up onto the left toes. Exhale, chest comes forward, sit bones tipping back, right toes lift up off the mat. Beautiful. You didn't know you could be so graceful. Left knee comes down to the mat, left foot turns up in front of the groin. Walking right hand down right lower leg. Inhale, left arm overhead. On the exhale, hinging from the hips. Chest opening to the ceiling. Again, gaze can be at either elbow or straight ahead, whatever feels good for your neck. Right toes are pointed up towards the ceiling. The focus is in letting go with that left hip. You don't need to hold on to anything there. Next exhale, relax the neck. Inhale, opening the chest up towards the ceiling like you're shining a ray of light into the heavens. And relax the head again. Inhale, rising up. Palms up on either side. Balance. You can do this. Turning the left foot down. One hand in front, one hand behind. Shifting the weight forward. Everybody's got a good side. No shame in the game. If you want to try it, turning the right foot down so it's planted. Palms up. Hey. Great job. Heel toeing the feet in together. Exhale. Sinking down from Malasana, that squat once more. This time, bringing hands to heart center. Pressing elbows onto inner knee. Maybe you look like this. Maybe you're up on your toes. Wherever you're at, accept yourself there. Working towards a straighter spine and more open hips. Exhale, hands come out in front of you, palms facing upward, shifting the chest forward to allow the hip bones to sit back. Crossing feet in front of you. I'd like to explain this yogi cross. This is crisscross applesauce that we all know from childhood. This is the yogi sit. It has one ankle in front of the other. If you try it out for yourself, try it in all the variations. It doesn't grind your ankle bone into the ground. Play with it. Maybe having your heels closer to the center or further from the center feels good for you, but allows the hips to open up, which feels really magnificent. If you have a yoga strap, we're going to play with the yoga strap. If you don't have a yoga strap, maybe the strap that your yoga mat came with, or a tie, a rope, any kind of long thing you have sitting around the house. Have the buckle side, the heavy side in one hand, the other side, all the way out. Inhale. Bringing it overhead. Exhale as it comes behind the back. Inhale. Lifting it overhead. Left hand stays down. Inhale, right arm. Exhale, right hand comes down. Left arm comes overhead. Around the world. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale. Left arm up. Walking the hands a little bit closer if that feels good for you. Reversing direction, left arm first. Right arm follows. most difficult thing for you. Setting the strap down just in front of you. Hands in front of the body like this. Can you do it behind the back? Fingertips on opposite elbow, lifting the chest. Maybe you can do fingertips behind the back. Can you do prayer behind the back? Either works. If you're at wrists, at elbows, or prayer, choose whatever works for you right now. Inhale, pressing the chest forward, and with your arms in your middle back, you'll definitely notice that you can press the chest forward a lot more. Hands are going to stay right there. Exhale, hinging at the hips. Only as far down as you can keep your spine straight. Inhale to rise up. Relax the hands. Do some circles. While the hands are circling, switch legs. Opposite leg in front, the funny feeling leg in front. Hands come back behind the back. Inhale, lifting the chest. Exhale, hinging forward. Inhale to rise up. Circle out the hands, releasing them from behind the back. Maybe you bring your hands here and use your fingertips to press the palms in opposite directions. It feels magnificent. It feels wonderful on your inner forearms. Relaxing your hands palm up on either knee. Allow your eyes to close. Come back to that breath if you may have lost it. Remind yourself, you showed up. You're incredible. You did this. Choose complication over stimulation. You need things to stress the situation. Tell yourself, I am enough. Tell yourself, I am strong. I am capable. I am beautiful. Bringing hands to heart center in prayer. The light in me honors the light in you. And bringing prayer hands to third eye and bowing. Namaste. I hope you enjoyed that. If you're going to continue on with your own practice, awesome. If that's enough for you, lay down on your back, palms up, feet resting, falling open. Roll your shoulder blades back and down. Lengthen the tailbone. Relax. Enjoy your Shavasana. If you need to continue on with your day, have at it. Take over the world. You can do anything. You're unstoppable. And please remember, I'm Kay Zingara. Click below to subscribe. I can't wait to see you next time. Bye.